to another episode of Vocabulary with Heather. So today we have Kalimat min Dars 13 from Al Kitab. So the first word is akhiran, and it means finally. I remember this because akhir, or akhir, the word for finally, akhiran, you just kind of turn it into an adverb. The next word is amama, and I think of a mama or a mama bear stands in front of her cubs because a mama means in front of or before. And then befusa, it's dumb with a cough and a shadda on the da, and it sounds like it dam to me, like there's a dam in front of the lake. It dam or amama mean in front of or before. And then if you have a strange friend named Ella or Eleanor who's always doing things that she's not supposed to do, the word for not to is Allah, and it's a combination of n and la. So if you just think Allah, I don't know, that one's easy to remember. Then the word for magazine or journal is majalla or majallat. And I think of Magellan, that guy that sailed around the world or whatever. Probably he wrote a journal about traveling the world. So magazine or journal is majalla with shadda on the lam. Then the word for dream is hum with a dhamma, not a wow. Hum. And to me it sounds like who looms in the dark shadows of your dream. Is it Peter Pan or something? And then for plural dreams is ahlam. And if you count lambs or sheep while you're falling asleep, you're going to see a lot of them before you fall asleep and start to have dreams. So ahlam. Then the word for ad or oud just means to return again. Some synonyms there. Raj'a, yurja'a, arrujua min aw ila. And I remember that because it was in one of the past lessons. Also, Regina Spektor didn't produce any music for a long time, but then she kind of made a comeback. So if you think of the word come, and it kind of sounds like Regina, but raja'a, yurja'a, arrujua min aw ila. And then the word for to desire or wish is riba, with a ra, riba fi, or يرغب في أو الرغبة الرغبة في. It's a hard word to say. I think of Agrabah and how Aladdin really desires and wishes to be rich and to have a good life and to marry Princess Jasmine, and the genie gives him 3 wishes, and it happens in Agrabah. And Agrabah, I don't know, it kind of sounds like that. Just remember the root is Ra'ba, Ragaba, and then Mazala means continues to or is still. It might be the Shami equivalent of Lisa, or the Fusha equivalent of the Shami word Lisa or something, but in Shami the vocab listed in the text is Bad. So Zalla, I remember that because my roommate had some mozzarella that was moldy, but she didn't throw it away because it still wasn't expired yet. So it continues to still be there in the fridge. Mozzarella kind of sounds like mozzarella. Mozzarella, just think of some moldy mozzarella that's still there, still continuing to be in the fridge. Mozzarella. This is actually a verb, so you do have to conjugate it for different forms. For Anna, it's mazziltu, then mazzilta, mazzilti, mazzalla, mazzallet, mazzilna, mazziltum, and mazzalu. So it's not terribly complicated. Then for to encourage somebody to. So I think of like some girl trying to encourage some boy to do something, and if you think of she says, just do it. It kind of sounds like that. Shajara, shajara. He encouraged. Yushajara. He encourages, and atashjia, atashjia. Is the masdar of it. And then for he thought, in Shami it's donna, or for I it's donetu, donet, and I thought, and Fusha is donantu, anno, or bizon anno in Shami, I don't know. And that was a kalimat ilyom from last semester with Ustaz Emily's class. So I don't know how I remember it, but I do. It's just a common phrase. Bizon anno, blah blah blah. I think that, yeah. Then our next word means feeling homesick for your native land, or Western sickness, kind of you're sick of the West, you want to go back to the East, you're feeling homesick for your native land. And you know, Maha was always complaining that she تشعر بوحدة, she feels lonely, and إشعار kind of sounds like this word we have الغربة, again with the غين, الغربة, and that means the homesickness. Then the word for theater is مسرح, and I think of a mess because theater can get messy, and then Lady Gaga singing rah rah ooh la la, so مسرح. And then if you have like a whole bunch of theaters, many plural theaters, you're gonna make a lot of money. So the word is مسار, and that kind of sounds like masari, so مسار. And then the word opportunity or chance is فرصة or فرص, and to me that sounds like foresaw, like he foresaw a great opportunity, so فرصة. And then forest, there are many chances or opportunities in the forest. That's why in Pocahontas the Englishmen go to cut it down, because they see lots of opportunities there. Forest. Then فرصة سعيدة is a phrase that means nice to meet you. Literally it translates to happy opportunity. Then the word for to fail, which is a vocab word I've been waiting to learn, because sometimes you just feel like you're failing at Arabic, and someone says kifik and you just want to say that you're failing but you don't know how. Anyhow. So Fashila, Fashila is he failed. Yefshal is he fails, and Afashal is to fail. And the preposition after that is fi. And to me, Fashila sounds like, I don't know, kind of sounds like fetching, like, oh no, I fetching failed, Fashila, or Yefshal, or you fetching shale, you failed again, like Yefshal, I don't know, Afashal. Then the word for to fire, I think of biddi hasul ala amal, I want to get a job, but not hasul ala, it's fasul, meaning to fire. So if you lose the job, then fa for fire, but fasul, it's like hire, but, or to obtain, but the fire, the opposite. Fasala, yaf'al, afasal. And then the word to think about something. Fakara, if you're thinking about something, you might be thinking of the facts, so that you have evidence. So facts, to me, kind of sounds like fact. So fakara, yufakir, التفاكرة التفاكر التفاكر sorry التفاكر. Fi is the preposition, and then the word for to settle down or to become stable is istikara, for past tense. Istikara, istikara, and to me istikara kind of sounds like is stuck car, is stuck car, I don't know, your car got stuck or something, so now you have to settle down in life and become stable. Istakar. And then yustakir means he settles down. So if you think of a stalker that really wants to marry you and settle down and they keep stalking you, yustakir. And then the masdar is al-istikrar. Then for article, I had a friend named McCall, and she'd always post things on Facebook, and sometimes I would say, I wonder like what this is all about. So Makala, Makala is the word for article, Makala or Makalat. Then Kathalika, it kind of sounds like Catholic. So like Colombia is a Catholic country, Ecuador is also a Catholic country, and Kathalika means likewise or also Bishami command. Then munasib is the word for appropriate for or suitable for, and we had a teacher named Mr. Moonat once, and he was kind of crazy, and so his siblings would not be appropriate guests for the party. So munasib, Mr. Moonat's siblings, munasib. Then the word for to finish is intaha, intaha. Sorry, not with a ha, just with a ha. Intaha, intaha. It's like saying inta is in you, and then ha 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 ha. You have to finish your test or something. It also sounds like empty hand to me. So intaha, yantahi, and al-intiha min, for finishing. Then bishami khalas, yakhalas, khalis. It's pretty easy to remember. Khalisna, wajibatna. We finished our homework. Then the word for to find. If you or trying to hide an Easter egg and you wedge it in the corner of the tree so no one will find it. You think of wedging it in there, and the word wedged. He hid is wajada, and he hides is yajidu. Yajidu. Then I was finding, or I found is la'a, or late, la'ate, la'ate with a cough, because it's in Shami, la'ate. So if you were looking for your shoes and it took you forever to find them, then you were late. So I found is la'ate, because if you found it, then you had to be late. And then, ala'i, ala'i, um, if you, kind of sounds like lucky a little bit. So if you find something, then you're lucky. Ala'i. Then I didn't find is ma wajidtu, or ma la'ait, or lam akhid. Then position or job. If you remember the word for employee, muwadifa, it sounds just like that, but it's wadifa or wada'if. So what if you find many jobs? That'd be a lot of jobs. So what if kind of sounds like wada'if, which is the word for many positions or jobs. And then, yeah, there's also, it's not in the vocab list, but a word included in the textbook in this chapter is abka, alif, lam, ba, kaf, alif, hamza, and it means staying or to stay. I think you'll see that in Tamreen Sitta if you do that. Abka, to stay or staying. Shukran ya shabab, wa يوم الخميس سعيد سعيدة.